community nowadays, especially when you talk about the analysis community.
Yeah, I noticed you were using a lot of Mystery Science Theater footage in your videos, and I was wondering how that sort of influenced you in a way.
I love Tom Servo. I love Crow. I grew up watching them, because when I was growing up as a kid, I was always thrown in front of the TV like any kid growing up in the 90s and the 2000s, and lo and behold, that was on, and I figured hates cartoons of that era.
What's something you enjoy you're terrible at?
Playing games in real life. I mean, I love sports, but I can't stand watching them on the TV. I gotta be the person who plays them, but every time I do, I'm the guy who screws up royally. I play basketball, somehow I'll end up stuck in the hoop. Whenever I play sports, kid you not, every time I play sports with a group of people, someone will get hurt. This one time when I was in my community college days, I was playing soccer with the local team because, hey, they grabbed me off the side of the road. They grabbed me off the side and they said, hey, we need someone to play this. And lo and behold, I was the only one around. So, hey, here I go. Not even 5 minutes. I go to kick the ball. Someone goes in for a dive kick for it. I kick them in the arm and it breaks.
Oh, man.
And I'm like thinking,
oh, God.
Oh, my God, you stupid idiot.
You were the guy that you kicked.
Yeah, but he didn't have to dive for it. He could have just gone to the side.
Oh my God.
I'm not the fastest guy around. You could have gone around me and taken it. You didn't have to go show off.
Do you know whatever happened to this guy? You didn't get sued or anything?
He egged my house.
There's reasonable expectations when you enter into a sport. You can't sue for like assault and battery if, like, I don't know.
There actually is a license for boxers that if you actually get a license for it, you can actually kill someone in the ring if you have that license.
Well, it's the reasonable expectations, again, for boxing, the example I use. If you get punched up in a boxing match, you can't sue. Now, if you bite someone's ear off, well, that's a horse of a different color. That's not a reasonable expectation that someone goes into a ring with.
Hey, we're all horses of different colors around here.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't think people would like not get mad over the fact you kind of broke their arm.
Well, it wasn't even that. I mean, the rest of the team was just laughing at the guy because I'm not even part of the team, and I somehow managed to break one of the star players' arms. And they're like thinking, where have you been? We need that foot.
What's the most disturbing Brawny video you've seen?
Does that to be one on YouTube? Because I've actually seen quite a few that weren't.
All right, let's proceed.
Let's go abroad. Let's include YouTube. It could be YouTube. What's the most disturbing video you've seen?
I have actually seen a parody of the worst video ever made.
Go on.
And it was done with...
Look, nobody's going to give you a drum roll. What is it?
Come on out with it, man.
I've actually seen someone make a video based off 2 girls, 1 cup with ponies.
Nope,
Oh,
I'm done.
God.
Nope, we're done.
I'm done.
Never mind.
Oh, shit. I should have known better.
Anthony,
Whenever
don't
someone
you?
goes, it's the worst thing ever, you always look away. Now I'm going to probably retire that question now.
You're probably going to have to bleep that out, aren't you?
I don't know. We'll see when I get through it.
You know, like I said, it was just a...
I'm imagining having to...
Congratulations, Manga. You answered Anthony's first, how do you say, like, that's the first question you've ever asked anyone at that case?
And it retired
Well,
immediately.
it's the last two.
Hooray! I have achieved this.
Well, it's...
So how many more Titanic questions do we have?
Well, there's a... Technically, I haven't asked this one yet. I remember breaking out for the very first time with Toon Critic. What was your least favorite part of the fandom? And that went so horrible, I thought about retiring it. let's do that now, Earl. Manga. What's your least favorite part of the fandom?
The vloggers.
Oh, good man.
What do you not like about the vloggers?
It's just that I don't like the style. I don't like vloggers in general. And to see it in like in a community that has shown so much creativity, so much passion in what they do, it just seems
lazy.
Why? The vlogs I hate is when we see their rooms and they're just basically spouting off their opinion, and most of the time they won't even do simple editing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. A couple of weeks ago, Equestria Daily had their compilation of a bunch of people review. I can't remember which episode it was. One of them was a guy holding his cell phone vertically at his face, wearing a wife beater and just hanging out in his kitchen. And I'm like, this is why?
Now,
half-ass recap.
The thing is, I actually know how you could actually fix these things. For one thing, don't do it in just one take. I mean, the vlog is the simplest video on YouTube to do. You could do, and depending on how long it is, if it's like 5 minutes, you're not going to kill yourself by doing it, or even doing basic editing. To spice it up, you could just put like your pony avatar or whatever in the corner, just to make people think, hey, this guy's part of the Brawny community. It's not just some random jackass spouting off about whatever.
Agreed.
You don't have to wear the best clothes, but you could at least try to look presentable. terrible. You're putting yourself out there for the internet. Hell,
So
if I
in
ever
other
did
words,
like a
don't be
vlog,
a-
I'd probably dress up in one of my costumes that I made. And no,
Now,
not
what kind of
pony
costumes did you? Well, what kind of costumes have you made? I'm curious.
I have actually made quite a few cosplay costumes. I made a Chuck Green jacket from Dead Rising 2 out of an old yellow raincoat.
Nice.
I made Zack Flair armor. It was made out of leather, and I even made a wooden Buster Sword once.
Very
and there's
nice.
actually a funny
nice.
story with that if you get to that. Zack Flair from Final Fantasy VII.
So in other words, with like the vlogs, like while we were still on that subject, don't be an ugly shirtless ANY.
How would you like to improve your style if you think it needs improving?
I, of course, think it needs improving all the time. If anything, what I need is more technical advancements. I'd like to get a much better tablet for drawing, because the one I got is basically a $300 one, and it's cheap as all hell. You see, I'm the kind of guy who has to look down at what he's drawing in order to do it, so I needed a tablet that actually displayed the images on it.
Oh, okay.
I was hardwired for the last quarter of my life. Whenever I drew, I was always looking down at the paper. It's just a bad habit that I gotta break out of, but I just can't.
Have you tried the drawing desk method, where you've got that big diagonal desk that's almost at a 90-degree angle, and you're kind of drawing vertically? I don't know the name for it because I'm not an artist, and I'm sorry, I must sound like an idiot right now. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I actually do have I don't have a specific desk for it, but I do have like an item that I do have a canvas that does that sort of thing right there, and I have been trying to get into that right there. But like I said, I'm the kind of guy who has to look at what he's doing while he's drawing it. And
Yeah, it sounds like a muscle memory issue.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get to something positive.
Okay.
I'm out after this. What's your favorite part of the fandom?
If I really had to say, it had to be the cosplayers.
You had to say?
Yeah.
You were grumpy today.
Yes, you have to say you're being interviewed.
No, it's just the fact that he's like, I have to be positive? Aw, man.
Well, the thing is, it was because of the cosplayers that I actually got interested in the show in the first place.
I want to clarify this for the audience. Manga Kamen is a delightful person to hang out with. Somehow I am failing to get this across.
Oh, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
You cut me deep with your knife of truth there.
What fandoms do you consider yourself a part of besides Kamen Rider?
Well, there's the obvious,
And
My Little Pony. I am always a part of the old video game fandoms. My favorites would have to be probably the Pokemon fandom, for obvious reasons.
Yes.
I'm old enough to own my original copies. I've pretty much got almost every game that ever came out.
I'll bet you're a homestucker.
Oh, God, no.
That sounded like an insult somehow.
It is an insult.
Those
Good
are
thing I'm
pretty-
not.
I don't know how I knew that, but I said that knowing that this would be the exact reaction, and I have no regrets.
No, it's fine. It's just the way you're like, I bet you're a homestucker. Like, you're one of those people.
Those are fighting words, man.
Oh, man.
They are fighting words.
I don't think I'm-
I cannot stand it.
I actually know nothing about Homestuck or anything like that, but I hear nothing but, negativity about the fandom in general, so...
It kind of pisses me off because the fact of the matter is that every time I try to enter like a cosplay contest after spending like hours on working on costumes and pricking my finger with needles working on it, I always lose to a Homestuck cosplay, and it just pisses me off!
Yeah, someone who bought their horns down in the, vendor's alley there, the vendor's hall, and then painted their skin gray.
I once made a suit of armor, full suit of armor made out of styrofoam paper,
Oh my god.
and it lost.
Oh, man.
It took
Was
me...
it shiny?
No, it wasn't shiny, but then again, the original costume design, it didn't really incorporate shiny. It was supposed to be like a rustic version of Metal Man.
If you got pictures of these things, I'd like to see them. They sound awesome.
I don't have a picture of that one, because that was actually from when I first started cosplaying and stuff like that quite a few years ago.
Okay.
I was about to say, Brawny, you've cosplayed as, I believe it was Sombra, right?
Yeah, I got a pretty cool King Sombra costume, if I do say so myself.
I cosplayed as a Gala Twilight, from Best Night Ever.
Nice. I got a question. Kamen.
Yes.
Describe for me your dream magnum opus, your thesis, your masterpiece. If you were to have a project that you would just put everything into to make it the best thing that you would ever make in your life, what would it be like?
First off, it'd be a video game. I would want to make the best 2D side-scroller ever. I have plenty of ideas, but one idea that I really want to go with is where you're actually playing as a toy and you're fighting against all these other deranged toys that are ripping each other apart, and you fight them off with a pair of scissors.
That's interesting.
That's actually kind of cool. I'd play that if I had the console for it anyway. I'd play that.
Well, it's
like
a 2D side-scroller. You can probably find it on Steam.
Is it going to be like Army Men?
For best 2D side-scroller, you're 26 years too late. Sonic already beat you to it, but...
Well, not really, because the side-scroller genre is coming back. I mean, we got Shovel Knight that's getting a physical release, both here in America and in Japan. There's Azure Striker Gunvolt, then there's Shantae, and not to mention there's also the 3D side-scrollers such as Mighty Number 9. The genre's not dead.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, well, I'm certain of that. Don't mind me. I don't have much to say, so I'm resorting to making jokes at everyone else's expense.
Wait a minute, you've actually heard of Azure Striker Gunvolt?
Yeah.
You are the best pet ever.
Oh god, now that's going to raise a few questions.
I can't wait to timestamp the hell of this and send it to your boyfriend.
No, Manga is officially my pet griffin, actually.
My goodness.
Oh god, this is going to raise so many more questions.
Oh god, the
Well, you have
implications.
video work on anyway.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, I got the collar on. Oh!
Remind me.
Just keep digging that ditch. You'll hit 6 feet eventually.
Yeah.
We're not past 6 feet. We're going 12, man.
I was about to say, Oki, remind me later. I have a commission work for Grey Cat now.
Oh, okay.
Well, it can't be worse than the handout I've gotten so far.
Well, actually, there's one thing stopping me. Everybody in the picture is somebody I had on the show already, and I won't be able to use it for a thumbnail. Damn it.
My goodness.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
Indeed, except the money. Oh, that's fine. Does anyone else have anything left? Any things that they haven't asked yet?
Feel free to ask me
already
anything.
fired that big gun.
You're more welcome to take cheap shots at me.
No. Look. You're not Map. I'm not gonna beat you up, Earl.
I'm sure I would, but I don't know nearly enough about you.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
No, not awesome.
You need to smile.
And
That's
you
about
drew
it.
pretty funny at me.
The thing is, I really don't want to...
You know what I think it is? I think it's because we didn't bring British Ninja here that you're all bummed out. Oh, there it is. We were supposed to give him a shout out, weren't you, Sapphire?
Oh yeah, British Ninja. Are you happy now? You finally got a shout out on FNGR's channel.
I love you, British
Stop
Ninja!
being mad at me.
Wow.
The best new British Rookie of the Year. What did I say?
Considering what we got for Sapphire's image right here, that's going to cause a couple of implications.
I should have. All right, I think we're all wrapped up here. I had a great time. I appreciate everyone's continued patience. I should probably have this up in about 2 weeks since I'm already sitting on one show. Writing an end.